Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T-Mike here on Toledo Bend Lake. I'm making another video today. Today's video is going to be on short shaft versus long shaft outboard motors. So I have a customer named Jeff who requested me to provide the parts he needed to convert his long shaft to a short shaft motor. So I thought this would be a good time to make a video on how to do that. So this is going to be a three-part video. It's going to be the what, the why, and the how. So I'm going to show you exactly what a 15-inch short shaft is on your vintage outboard motors and what a 20-inch long shaft version is on your vintage motors. And then I'm going to show you why there's a difference and why you should match it up to your particular boat to make sure you have the right length on your shafts. And then I'm going to show you the how to do the conversion to either make it a short shaft or convert from short to long. So ought to be an interesting video. I hope everybody's ready. If you are, then here we go. All right, here we go with part one of the video, and that is the what. What is a short shaft and what is a long shaft outboard motor? So a short shaft outboard motor is 15 inches. If you measure your transom on your boat from the transom to the keel, all right, this one is 15 inches. That is the measurement from the transom to the keel. So this motor from the stern bracket here down to the bottom of the gear case here is 15 inches. All right, so that is a short shaft. That is an example of a short shaft motor. Now I'm going to show you an example of a long shaft motor. Okay, now here's an example of a long shaft motor. If you take a tape measure and you measure from the stern bracket down to the cavitation plate, you get 20 inches long shaft. If it was 15, it would be a short. It's 20 inches that makes it a long shaft. Notice how there's an extension piece in the center here that makes it longer for the longer shaft to be there. This is a long shaft. All right, now that we know the what a long shaft motor is and what a short shaft motor is, now we're going to talk about the why. Why does it make a difference between the short and long shaft, and which version should you have on your boat? Well, here's the easy answer. The cavitation plate on this gear case is where the water needs to be even with the bottom of your keel. All right, so that's 15 inch transom to keel. Short shaft is 15 inches. Cavitation plate lines up with the bottom of the keel. If you had a long shaft motor on here, prop would be way down here, cavitation plate would be causing more drag, you wouldn't get the performance. So you need to match your short shaft motor or your long shaft motor with the transom to keel measurement on your boats. That's the why, and it's very important. Okay, and now the how. How do you convert from one shaft size to the other, either short or long or short? Here are the parts that I'm going to send to Jeff. He has a long shaft motor. I'm going to send him the short or standard drive shaft that I pulled off one of mine. I'm going to send him the standard size shift rod that I pulled off and the standard size water tube. All right, so you can look these parts up on marineengine.com to get your parts. You want the standard, not the long, of each of these three parts: the drive shaft, the shift rod, and the water tube for your upgrade. So that's how it's done, the conversion. All right, hope you all enjoyed that. So let's summarize. We talked about short shaft and long shafts. We talked about the what, the why, and the how. We talked about what a short shaft is 15 inches, what a long shaft is 20 inches. We talked about why. Why do they make different size shafts? And it's to match the transom, keel to transom measurement on your boat. And then we talked about the how. The how is the three components that need to be changed: the drive shaft, the shift rod, and the water tube. Those are the three that we need. So with all this information, you ought to be able to do your upgrade from either long to short or short to long. Hope you all enjoyed the video. See y'all next time. Well, thanks for watching the video. I'd like to take this time to share with you some of the offerings that I have here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards. The first thing is my eBay store. I have over 2,000 parts in my eBay store, almost anything you need for your vintage outboard motors. Johnson & Evinrude, 1950s and 60s, 20 horsepower and less. Have the link to my eBay store and all of these services down below in the description. Second thing is technical consulting. I offer technical consulting to help with your outboards, $40 an hour. Just buy one of these and you get an hour's worth of consulting. If it's 5 or 10 minutes of a question or two and you want to call me, it's free. Just call me. My phone number is 337-278-5429. I answer my phone all the time. All right. Next thing I do is I started selling kits for your motors. I have a master tune-up kit for doing your ignition magnetos. I have the coils, points and condensers, spark plug wire, spark plugs, and I also sell all of these parts individually. All right. Next thing I started offering now is fuel pump conversion kits, the FPCs, to upgrade from a dual line to a single line. Offer a kit for the 7.5s, for the 10 horsepowers, and for the 15 and 18 horsepowers. All right. Next thing I do is I service, repair, and restore. I've done over 130 full restores. I do a light restore for $9.50. I do a full restore for $12.50, and I do service and repair work for $40 an hour plus parts. All right. And also, I have T-Mike caps and mouse pads for sale. All right, join the T-Mike Club and buy you some of these. So the links for all this are down below. And also, I have over 280 videos now on everything you need to know. If you come up with something that you find I don't have a video for, just hit me up on this channel or on my phone number, and I'll try to do it for you. Thanks so much, and remember, always remember, and never forget, we're doing it one motor at a time.